everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. It's Leanne with Epicure, and today we are making veggie burgers. I spend a lot of time making really protein-rich meals here in our kitchen, and though we do enjoy a lot of meatless meals as well with alternate protein sources. So we love our veggie burgers. And what I really adore about this meal solution is it's a terrific alternative for vegans or vegetarians who would like something loaded with protein. It is made on a chickpea flour base, so it has a really fantastic source of real whole food protein for you. So your ingredients are chickpea flour, black beans, and a whole lot of veggies and seasonings to make them absolutely delicious. So just like all of our meal solutions, the ingredients inside were specially blended to help you make the dish shown on the front. You can certainly experiment with the seasoning blends and mix and match them as you like. And though, you can always use this as your starting point. And when you turn around our meal solutions, the recipe and the directions are right on the package. So you never have to wonder how to use a meal solution from Epicure. And then the regular grocery items that you need to complete your recipe are here in the dark text. So super, super easy to put together. And very often there's alternate suggestions right on the back as well. So another really fun thing about our veggie burgers is they hold together so well, you can pop these on the grill. So if you love to have something out on the grill, at the barbecue, so you're not feeling left out, you can absolutely bring your veggie burgers ready to cook. So we are going to start our recipe, and it calls for a cup of cooked quinoa. So I took the liberty of making the quinoa a few minutes ago in my multi-purpose steamer, and I made a big batch because I'm going to use it for a lot of different dishes over the next couple of days. So our recipe calls for 1 cup. So in 11 minutes, I've got beautifully cooked quinoa ready to use, and these are our prep bowls. They have measuring implements marked right on the side. So the increments are 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup, 3/4, and then a full cup. So there's my cup of quinoa. And it also calls for a cup of shredded zucchini. Now you can mix up the veggies. I've had clients that have been really, really pleased with their results with a riced cauliflower, shredded carrot, maybe very finely shredded sweet potato. And though I really love the zucchini, it has such a neutral flavor profile that the finished veggie burger, you would never take a bite and go, oh my gosh, that is a giant mouthful of zucchini. And so it just plays really nicely with all the flavors in the seasoning package. So we're going to use our mandolin to shred up our zucchini. And I love that the mandolin has a comfy silicone handle, so if my hand is damp, it's not going to slip. And it has little silicone feet to keep that sturdy and steady on my countertop or my cutting board as well. And we're going to use a shredding or julienning blade. This is the slicing blade. So we're going to grab the fine julienne blade, and I want to show you how easy this is to switch. So if you just flip over your mandolin and you see this little area right here, just push that. And that other plate comes right out. It couldn't be simpler. And then on the replacement plate, there's a little foot here at the beginning. So that just locks into place, and then you press down in the 2 back corners. Done. So we are just going to cut that little stem piece off our zucchini with our ceramic paring knife. I'll put that back in the safety guard because it is crazy sharp. And we are going to get shredding our zucchini. So you hardly have to use any effort with this at all. So for those of you out there who think, oh my gosh, meal prep takes such a long time, I might like cooking more if I could get it done faster. Take a look at this. So I use this tool for salads, for slaws, for potatoes, scallop potatoes. In the summertime, if you do pickles of any kind or relishes, this is your new best friend. And now I left the stem on my zucchini, and I'm using that like a little handle. So when I get to the very end, I've got something to grip. And though it does come with a safety guard as well. So if I was using a big round vegetable like an onion, I would actually put the stainless steel spikes right into the onion and then hold the safety guard this way. So it keeps my fingers away from the cutting blade, but we are almost at the very, very end of that zucchini. There's nothing left. And there you go. I should have asked everyone to time it, because how long did that take? Mere seconds, right? So we need a cup of zucchini for one recipe worth of veggie burgers. So I think I have enough here to make 2 batches, which is awesome because I love to use them for meal prep. You can cook them in advance, we can bake them, we can shallow pan fry them, and then you can use those alongside a salad or in a wrap all week long as a great protein source. So there's our cup of zucchini. We have our cup of quinoa, and we're just going to grab our mixing bowl and add our other ingredients. So in here, we're going to add our package with half a cup of hot water and 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. So we're just gonna open that pack. So I've got the knife here anyway. It is so sharp, it just zooms right through there. So in it goes. So as you can see, we've got the chickpea flour, all the little veggie bits in there. And then we're gonna activate that with the half cup of hot water and the 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. So I'm just gonna grab another prep bowl that we can use for our measuring cup. And I have my half cup here. So just under the line of the little ridged section is our half cup, see that? So super, super simple, really easy to measure from the top. So a half cup of water is gonna go in. So what I love about so many Epicure recipes is they're really like assembly. It's not a lot of cooking. Anybody can make these veggie burgers, and it's real food. This is not prefab meat type replacement bought frozen. And I know there's a lot of these like meat substitutes out there right now. And though at Epicure, we really want to encourage everyone to eat real food. And so if you look at the ingredient list of a lot of those meat-like substitutes, there's not a lot of whole food in there. There's a lot of processed ingredients. So unfortunately, I didn't have a fresh lemon today, so I used 3 tablespoons of instant lemon juice. And we're just gonna give that a stir just to get things started. And then we're gonna throw in the quinoa and the zucchini. And now here's a little tip for you. Anytime you're cooking with chickpea flour, like we have some of our dessert blends that are made with chickpea flour, our veggie burgers are chickpea flour. Chickpeas have a very earthy taste when they are not cooked. So this is dried ground chickpea. So if I were to stick my finger in here to taste test it, it's going to have a very, very earthy flavor, and it might not be your favorite flavor. When the veggie burger is cooked, or our brownies, that flavor completely dissipates, and you're left with the gorgeous taste of fudgy brownies or delicious, delicious veggie burgers. So I'm just gonna make sure that all my little zucchini pieces are broken up, and we're gonna mix everything together, and that is it to make the veggie burgers. We're gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes to let everything get thoroughly incorporated, evenly blended. I'll mix it a couple of times, and in that time frame, I'll grab the fry pan and get it heated up. And what I want to share is this package makes 4 quarter-pound burgers. So if you wanted great, big, full-size burgers, you could certainly take the pack, the batch that you've made, and divide it into 4. Easy peasy, right? But what I'm going to do is, because I want smaller portions to use with salads and things through the week, I might use maybe a quarter of each section for each patty. So it gives me smaller portions. And you'll see that when we cook them up. So we'll be right back to show you how we do that. So today we chose to pan fry our veggie burgers, but you could absolutely bake these in our Perfect Petites pan, in our muffin pan. You could even throw them out in little mounds or scoops or burger-shaped patties on our bacon roll on the baking sheet and bake them in the oven. But as you can see, I've used just the teeniest bit of vegetable oil because I really like this crunchy brown surface. And I'm not sure if on the movie it's showing a little dark, but in real life it's just lovely, deeply browned. And I may or may not have already pulled off some of those little crispy corners because those are my favorite parts. So we're just gonna remove these from the pan, and I'm gonna put in another batch. So I wanted you to see what they look like when they're done. So flip that one. So a little golden. I like them a little on the brown side so you get that lovely crispness. These are also really nice as an appetizer. You can put them out, they're really great with, say, lemon dilly dip, something like that. You can put them out room temp or hot. My friends really love dipping them in a dip, and it's a great little appy. So just gonna add a tiny bit more oil, and as you can see, there's not much. This is a really heavy duty pan, so I've got it on about a 3 setting, and I'm using just a little ice cream scoop to help me get them in the pan quickly. So I scoop it out and just flatten them out a little bit. It's okay if they're kind of puffy. So this is not an exact science, but as you can see, now that they've hydrated, you can see all the little veggie pieces, you can see the black bean pieces. But what I love is you don't get an overwhelming taste of bean or quinoa. The zucchini's really subtle as well. It's just a really great sum of its parts. So those are my little fritters that I love to do, that I use in my Nourish bowls. So let's do one that I would put on a burger bun. So you could put it in a burger press if you wanted, but I just take a bigger scoop and kind of shape it up in the pan. So you could use a spoon to do this, whatever you would like. So it depends on how thick you'd like it. I find the full quarter-pound burger is really thick, so I like to have it cooked right through to the center. So there we go. There's our full-size burger, and it's going to be delicious. So you can dress it like your classic burger. So I just keep checking these as they're cooking. You're going to see they'll start to brown on the edge, and then I just keep checking the bottom. And when I feel they're just the color I want, then I give them a little flip. So there we go, little flip. Doesn't take long. There's a smidge of baking powder in here, so that helps them stay puffy. And these smell amazing. So you're definitely going to want to give our veggie burgers a try.